small country can choose a big dream and chase that dream with resilience, self-confidence.
We are considering science service of development.
You can leapfrog into the next generation. You have great solar resources and wind resources here.
Science gets translated through a long process of commercialization where the scientists.
It is a great pleasure to welcome you to Timor-Leste. We thank very much to the President for inviting you to come here. We are honored that so many distinguished scientists, researchers, and leaders have traveled to our young country for this important summit. We are pursuing this development at the moment when the world is undergoing profound technological change. There have been periods in history when new technologies have transformed how people live and work and reshaped the global economy. We are entering another such period now. Countries that understand these changes and learn how to use them will have new opportunities. Those that fail to do so risk failing further behind. Timor-Leste cannot afford to be left behind. This is why science is so important to our development, and I feel happy and impressive of having here so many young people. Electricity, modern communications and computing have transformed economies and opened access to knowledge that previous generations, mine, could not have imagined. Science changes what people are capable of doing, and for Timor-Leste this is especially important because one of our greatest barriers to development is our shortage of people with specialized skills and expertise. We are not only a small country, but a very new country. It will take time to educate and train all the doctors, engineers, scientists, teachers, tradespeople, and other specialists that our development requires. There is no substitute for investing in our people. Looking at the young people here and appealing to them to study, to improve your knowledge. The largest challenge is whether Timor-Leste has the knowledge and skills to understand these changes and use them for our own development. We therefore need to strengthen scientific and technical education and build the capacity of our universities. Government must also understand the technologies it chooses to adopt so that we can make the most of their benefits while protecting our people and our country from new risks. Our development now depends on building our knowledge, skills, and scientific capability. To our international guests, I ask you to share your knowledge with us, challenge us, and help us think differently. I also encourage you to learn about Timor-Leste, speak with our students and researchers, and understand the challenges and ambitions of our country. We cannot afford to stand outside this now scientific age, but we should not enter it blindly. That is the next stage of our struggle to determine our own future. It is now my great pleasure to declare the Science for Development Summit 2026 officially open.
And your esteemed spouse, all welcome to Timor-Leste. My role is really just to introduce the event. You will hear a keynote address from our Prime Minister. Yesterday we opened the Science Tech Expo, and today with a much broader discussion, how can we transform science and knowledge into development? This is a fundamental question for Timor-Leste. For decades, our efforts were to achieve independence. Independence comes with challenges. Timor-Leste also, we seek to be a producer of knowledge. We face a decisive transition. We need to progressively move from an economy based on consumption and dependence towards an economy capable of producing, innovating, competing, and creating value. Our universities have a historical responsibility. They must become increasingly engaged in applied research that contributes to improving agriculture, health, education, public policy, competitiveness of business, and understanding of our own country. The future of Timor-Leste will not be built by government alone. It has not been built by government alone. It will be built, as it has been, by you, by our academics, by our youth, our students. I hope you will share your knowledge and inspire our people, our youth, want to study more and more for the sake of the parents, the community, the country, and the world. And even now we hear this great man, sometimes he looked like Papa Noel, and but he is the one who drove us down the long, long road from disasters, from defeat, from almost surrendering to final victory, success. And he is the one who drove us to healing the wounds and the reconciliation, national and internationally. Xanana Gusmão.
Today, as Timor-Leste takes its place as ASEAN's newest member, it brings the region the energy of a young nation and the wisdom of a people who have secured the future through remarkable perseverance. That relationship between knowledge and human life becomes even more important as scientific capability expands. We are now entering a period in which artificial intelligence, biotechnology, climate science, and new forms of energy are expanding the boundaries of what is possible. The question is no longer only what science can do, but what we choose to do with what science makes possible. Perhaps that is why the purpose of science matters so deeply. Knowledge gives us possibility. Our values will determine what we do with it. The measure of progress is not only what we create, but the quality of lives that follow. So let us carry this from Dili. Scientific ambition and human responsibility must advance together. And perhaps this question is worthy carrying forward in Dili. What kind of future is really worthy of our children?
Vai,